This video is for anybody who's ever asked me how can I be a content creator, because this is the most asked question that I get instead of how can I look good in jeans. So get ready with me while I tell you how I'm doing it and how you can do it. I have been doing content creation for 5 years now. I'll say full time, because if you guys have been following me, you know that I have been one of the most consistent people on these apps. I take consistency very, very seriously because I know that that's something that's within my control. So which is tip number 1. Assess your situation and understand what is within and what is not within your control. What's within your control is to create as much content as you can. Secondly, it is to create the content that you enjoy creating. Because if you create the content that people want or people are doing but you're not enjoying it, the sustainability of it or the long term of it is well reduced. You cannot stress yourself about an algorithm. You cannot stress yourself about who watches your video. You cannot stress yourself too much on what audience it lands on, because you are not in control of that area. There is a part of it that you may be slightly in control. How do you influence what is out of your control? Because you can always influence just about anything. How do you influence the algorithm to put you in front of the audience that you want? How do you influence the algorithm, or how do you influence people to stay on your page? How do you influence people to come back to you? And this is nothing to do with products. This has nothing to do. It's just more of what are the little things that you can implement that can drive you to the audience you want to attract. What are the little things that you can implement that can then make that audience stay? The first one I would recommend for the audience is using hashtags. One thing, learn SEO. Learn SEO keyword search. If you don't want to learn that, it's not good for you. You need to. But also ask ChatGPT to help you out with every post that you make. I have found that, to be honest, I have been doing this especially for Shihanshu, because I don't know that platform very well. So I would ask ChatGPT to give me ChatGPT to give me keywords, SEO optimized keywords for Shihanshu. When I'm posting on YouTube Shorts, SEO optimized keywords, analysis, description, title, and caption, plus hashtags or tags for this particular video. I was going to take a screenshot of the video and post and upload it to ChatGPT, and it will do it for me. And then when it comes out, you can edit it, remove some of them, especially sometimes when you go to the platforms similar to like Shihanshu or TikTok, it will show you the number of people that have posted in that, or its reach per se. So then you can choose and nitpick, you know what I mean? 3, never use more than 10. Personally, it's not worked for me. That's why if you look at my TikTok, some of them have no hashtags at all, because I had found that using hashtags was also somewhat influencing the algorithm to keep me within the one horizon of audience and not spreading me out. So I want to be all over the world. I want to attract, there are people that are not even big about it who might gain some knowledge from me. So that's how you can influence the algorithm, through keywords, through hashtags, through the kind of content you do, which is also, especially with TikTok, if you're talking, I highly recommend you do captions, because captions then work as keywords to that video. That's why sometimes you will see somebody has not put any title or whatever or caption, but their video has got so much reach. That's because of what they're saying. It has got multiple keywords that can reach many people. Like this video, if I post it on TikTok, you might find it on SEO keyword search. You might find it on how to be consistent on content creation type shit. Next up, how do you influence your audience to actually stay? 1, be yourself. Honestly, that sounds like a hard thing to do, but it shouldn't be. Just be yourself and your tribe will find you. That's 1. 2, if you're going to make an effort about it, I would say make sure that your content is both informative, which is almost like it's got value, it's educating something, it's teaching something, it's saying something, it's helping someone with something, right? Secondly, entertaining. Spice up what I noticed about myself. That's why this year you found, probably just in general, you've seen my personality way more than you have in almost all of my years. I kept social media at an arm's length for a long time. But what I found is people were not relating with me, because I'm just out here stripping and getting dressed. People are like, okay, we like your style. We like the way you conduct fashion. Who are you? And then secondly, you influence people to stay when you're consistent. 1, when people keep seeing your videos, like I remember there's a South African vlogger called Grace. Grace does really great content, but it wasn't necessarily the content that I was interested in for a long time. But I kept seeing Grace on my FYP. And I kept seeing Grace every day. Like in a day of scrolling, I have seen Grace 3 times. And those videos are all saying less than 5 hours ago. So I'm like, how many times does this girl post? But because of that, I'm now seeing her a lot more. And through seeing her a lot more, I'm liking it. You know, I'm starting to see parts of her content that I enjoy, which is, for me, is her editing. I love how she edits, because at the end of the day, she just does mundane shit. But I love how she edits stuff. And I'm like, and then over the course of time, I started to see her personality through her videos. I was like, ah. Then I stayed. I never followed her for a long time. I literally followed her recently. But consistency. When people keep seeing your face, you need to be loud as possible. Let people see your face as many times as possible. That's why, especially on TikTok, while it has not worked for me, for some people, they have been recommended to post more than once a day, because the app loves it when you use their platforms. Make sure that you're consistent. So now, how do you actually get to be consistent? One, especially I do fashion content, and fashion content has become very competitive as of late, because the people are raising the bar. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a very creative person, and I get inspired. Instead of being, you know, turned off by seeing how creative people get, I get inspired to the point that I actually follow those people, particularly not because I like what they're wearing, but simply because I like the way they're creating their content. Don't worry yourself too much about technique yet. Worry yourself too much about the quantity of content, not the quality first, the quantity of content. How do you get a massive workload of content that you can post at whatever time you want? One, my rule is maximize. If you've shot content with me, you've heard me say this. Maximize. For instance, I'm currently filming a YouTube vlog. But as part of creating a YouTube vlog, I've decided I'm going to create this video to talk about how to be consistent on social media. Now, this video, I can edit it and edit on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, everywhere. I can maximize it everywhere I go. From this vlog, I'm now about to go shoot content. On that content, we're going to be taking pic videos for this. The brand has not asked for pictures, but I am going to also get pictures of every single outfit that I'm going to shoot. And when I'm shooting that content, I'm also making sure I shoot so many different angles, so that if I use just this angle, I can easily pick that angle one day and use it for a different video. So that's how you maximize. You get as much as you can from one idea. So what I would say you do, let's say your niche is fashion. So now, today, your day is content day, right? You're shooting content today. You're going to do your makeup, that's content. You know, you're going to wake up and wash your face, your skincare routine, that's content. You're going to do your hair, that's content. You get me? You're going to, the whole day you're shooting content, getting up and everything, that's a day in the life, that's content. Now, you get to shooting the content, the outfits, okay? That's content in itself, because that was the aim of your content day today, the outfit. But from that content, you can do video, you can do picture, you can do transitions. The main thing is that you write these things down so that you don't get confused. In your case, every single thing you do since the moment you say you want to be a content creator is content. That's how you stay consistent, because everything is content. You understand? So if your content is fashion, you going shopping, content. You shopping online, content. You doing your makeup, content. You getting dressed to go to the gym, content. You getting dressed to go to the shops, content. Everything is content. And how you make it content is all different. You may not have had time to film it as a get ready with me, but now I used to do this when I was at work. I was working a 9 to 5 in the office. I would then go to buy coffee, place my phone on something, film an outfit of the day. And then that's content done. I'm always creating content. I have so much content that I didn't have time to edit last year that is sat in my phone. And that's another thing. The other way to stay consistent, recycle content but re-edit it in an exciting new way. There's always a new challenge on the internet that you can do. So try and see what challenges where you can merge in your content. That's how you stay consistent. And personally for me, posting 2 times a day has been difficult, but then I mastered that. I post my gym workouts in the morning, and then I post my fashion whatever in the evening. If I don't have that gym content, I do beauty content. You know, do that. So in summary, 1, think about the audience you want to attract, how you can influence that audience to come to your page, and the ways that you can influence it through influencing the algorithm. You influence the algorithm through your keywords. So you should teach yourself about the SEO keyword analysis and While you're teaching yourself, in the meantime, make use of ChatGPT to create that for you. Screenshot a part of your video. Usually I have pictures because I take pictures of every outfit that I post as video, and ask ChatGPT to give you an SEO breakdown of that content. Secondly, you need to be consistent. You need to fill the internet with your face. They need to see you on every single platform. They need to see you. People need to say, oh, I saw her on Instagram. I like the content on Instagram. Oh, I saw her on YouTube. I like her content on YouTube. That's how you also create a community that's whole-rounded, that will support you on every single platform. You put your face everywhere possible. And you do that through recycling content and also creating content that's also engineered for that platform. Just a tad bit. For instance, Shihanshu doesn't necessarily allow people to go there wearing their lingerie to do like get ready with me, which is what I used to do. Then when I went there, they told me, and I amended all the videos that I'm currently posting there. You know, so you can do that. Third, master consistency, and remember that every part of your life, the moment you decide to be a content creator, every part of it is content. You're consistently doing content. You don't have an off day from doing content. You can, obviously, I'm joking, you can take an off day, but what I'm saying is, for instance, I'm having a content day today and I'm just on the go with content. Your makeup routine is content. Your skincare routine is content. Your shower routine is content. Your with the meals you eat in a day, content. Every single thing about you is content. 3, be yourself. People like people who have a personality. People like people who have a say in things. People like people who are not afraid to address things. So I would say definitely start showing your personality a lot more. It will help you majorly in the long run. That's how people will relate with you. You're not friends with people whose personality you don't gel with, are you? So how do you expect people to be followers and to follow you and to like your work and to create your community if they don't know you and if they don't know your personality, you know? Same rules apply, baby. Maximize. When you get an idea, write it down and make sure you execute it. Don't wait for another day. Don't wait for a brand to give you I don't know, clothes or whatever to do it. Do it with what you have. Until you have mastered consistency with the equipment that you have, I think it's completely redundant to invest in huge camera gear and all of that. Yes, you want high quality content. You can get high quality content from an iPhone. It's not hard, but what I definitely think you should avoid is the mistake that many of us did earlier on. We wanted to be content creators really badly, and
I lost my train of thought then because I was running late, but I was just saying that don't buy equipment that you don't need just so that you think that will make you consistent. I used to do this, but now what I do is I try and master consistency for a long time first before I can actually reward myself with a piece of equipment that is expensive. So don't rush to invest in some equipment. Just try to use what you have until you have mastered consistency, until you are growing your audience and until you are receiving that back.
Last but not least, writing things down and thinking that you're planning and never executing is just redundant. Asking other people who are already content creators how they did it is redundant. You just have to go ahead and do it. There is no recipe to this thing because everybody's journey is going to be different. Consistency, maximization, and assessing what's within your control. And if it's not within your control, how can you influence it to be within your control? How do you influence it to be on your favor? But I am running super late and this is the look. And I hope that this video helped you somehow.